This husband played a shocking, winning trick in his divorce. He gave his entire house to his mother, so his ex-wife walked away with nothing. You need to see this move and learn how to protect your own money.
Thanks to you, my daughter has nothing. Nothing. And I want to know why the house was put in your mother's name when you've got two flashy cars on the drive. Sorry? Is that really the way to speak to your ex-mother-in-law? Is it?
The way she said ex-mother-in-law, like she was talking about her old job position or something.
Well, it is, yeah. Listen here.
So could you please answer my question? Why is this house in your mother's name and not why did my daughter not know about this?
That wasn't just a question. That was disappointment. She really thought her daughter was about to inherit the whole property.
Well, unlike your opportunistic, that's how you say the word, opportunistic, that's how you say it, daughter, yeah? Unlike her, I'm a very caring son. So I thought, well, I love my mother, let me buy my mother a house, in case if I sadly maybe pass away before my mother.
No, I'm sorry.
But it could be likely, so my mother has a nice, lovely house.
What's ironic is that his love for his mother is what actually saved his house from being taken.
To mention this to my daughter? You didn't think to mention it to her?
I need to love her.
I mean, she married you and she loved you and she trusted you, and all the time, her home, which she decorated and did things for the garden, all that jazz.
With my money.
Just because someone decorates a home or furnished it doesn't make them entitled to it. And the million-dollar question is if she would have stayed if she knew the house was in the mother's name.
Was it your money though, or was it your mother's money?
Oh, my mum's money. Well, no, I bought it for my mum. It was a gift. It was a gift.
Really? And you couldn't buy flowers like most people do for their mothers?
Oh no, I bought the flowers for your daughter.
I'm glad you found this amusing.
If you look there as well, yeah, there's a nice little flower bush right there. If you want, you can take a flower as well. You can take two.
You are very, very cruel. You are very cruel.
I'm not cruel.
You're very, very cruel. I can't
intelligent.
believe my daughter was
Intellectual is what you can call me. Intellectual is what you can call me.
You're intelligent. You wouldn't have put the house in your mother's name.
Your little narcissistic daughter.
She filed for divorce expecting a payday. In the end, she learned the oldest rule. Never count money that isn't yours.
She played this whole thing like a game.
Narcissistic?
Yes, love.
I suppose you even know what that means.
Well,
narcissistic, because you certainly don't know how to write your name down the house.
I played this game like a game of chess, and I won.
Yes! Hell yeah!
Is it all about? It's not all about winning, you know. This was about trust and
she
marriage.
Thought, you know what? She set up everything like a game of chess. Cool, there's a house here, there's cars here, there's businesses here, there's everything. We have a great life. Oh, cool. Let me just take it all.
Do you think maybe? Oh, do you know what? Palmer is. You will get your comeuppance. Don't you worry.
When something is earned or built together in a marriage, it's shared. But what a person brings in or creates alone should stay with them. That's the harsh reality. And when leaving is rewarded, people just start doing it for no reason, even if you're doing your best. And this is not the only one. Here are more clips of divorces and breakups gone too far.
Okay, so you mean to tell me we've been together for 7 years and my name doesn't serve any substance to be in your life insurance?
Okay, yes, I love you, but life insurance is for the life.
You're goddamn right.
You not ready to get married? I'm not ready to get married because you're not ready to get married. Like, you still in school, got all stuff going on right now, we not married. So, like, in the future, if we get married, I'm going to change it. I'll change the policy, but right now, the policy is what it is.
Oh, so I'm not your wife. But on text messages and with your homies, I'm your wife. I'm wifey.
Oh, my God. Okay, yeah, you wife, but you're not my wife. You're not legally my wife on paper.
At least he's honest and gave her no fake promises, and I agree with him. You can't write off someone in your insurance unless they're a partner or a family member, because things can change quick.
So I can't add you. You know what I'm saying? I told you, like, when we get married, in the future, I choose a policy. Like, I ain't going nowhere now but
what if
alive.
something were to happen to you? How am I going to live, drive, do anything that I need to do?
There we go with that. What if something happened to me? Ain't nothing going to happen to me. Why you worried about that? You trying to kill me?
No, I'm not trying to kill you.
No, then what's the problem then?
The problem is my name ain't in this goddamn insurance.
Why I got to be on there?
7 years? That's almost a decade, babe. A decade.
7 years. Okay, 7 years. Okay, listen.
Do you know what can happen in
Okay, you said when you finish school, we can plan a wedding, right?
I don't know about you guys, but if someone cannot trust you to figure your things out and wait, how can you trust them back?
Would you ever sign a prenup?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah? Why?
Absolutely.
Why would you sign a
It would
prenup?
be my prenup that's getting signed.
I see what you did there.
A prenup is a must at this point.
In my own mucker's eye for the eyes of many. Have a look at this. This kid here is getting divorced from his missus. Straight up, his divorce has just come through, and she said she wanted half of everything. So look what he's gone and done. He's brought it down to his mate's yard and have sawn it in half and sent the other half to his missus. And what would you do in your divorce? I think it's bang on this, look. And he's got the steering he's got the steering wheel off. So there you go. When the missus demands half of everything, this is what you do.
She wanted half of everything, and he quite literally did just that. What a nice man.
Who's got the aircon? Anyway, guys, there you go. You have it.
Yeah.
Divorces can be messy things. So that's what he's done. He's sent her the other half of the car.
Why did you choose him?
Because he's hot and he has money.
Does money make a difference when you pick a guy?
Yes.
Why?
Because you get stability. You cannot be with someone that doesn't know what to do, doesn't find the business to provide the family food, the necessities. You cannot be with someone who doesn't know what does he want. You know what he wants.
That's why you chose him.
Yes.
How much does someone have to make to hit your criteria?
It's not only about quantities, just to have someone he cares for you and he gave you everything that you need at home.
When you guys have an argument and you remember, he makes a lot of money, does that make it easier for you to stay with him?
Probably, yes.
You can see the disappointment in his eyes, and to be real, it's not a good thing when people are only interested in you for the money you make, because that's all they can label you as in the end of the day, and never see you for who you truly are.
I love it! So you're saying that money sometimes makes it a lot easier in a relationship?
Yeah, money, it always makes things easier. I know it's not all about the money, but it absolutely makes all difference.
You sure about that?
This guy just lost his job, and instead of getting support, this is what happens one day after.
I don't know how many times I gotta tell you this.
Like anything, nothing. You're not even thinking about the smallest things you can get me.
Huh?
I literally just lost my job like this.
What's a penny? What's $1 for rolls?
What's $1 rose? What you mean?
Exactly. Don't you got change laying around on the floor. You got a piggy bank over there. You can drop out and probably pull out $30.
Man, look, I ain't got time right now. You really need nothing because this is just one Christmas day.
I'm
on
really
this.
getting pissed off. Just you talking to me right now just pissing me off because I just.
Oh, good.
You're not thinking about nothing.
You're not even considering my pockets right now.
Do you know what I bought you for Christmas?
I literally just lost my job. You
know
worried
what?
about Christmas?
It doesn't even matter what I bought you for Christmas because I'm telling you, if you ain't got nothing for me.
Gifts should be the least of their concern right now. It's funny how he repeatedly says that he lost his job, and all she thinks about is the gift.
Oh, so it's give and take now with you.
I mean, it's giving. You win some, you lose some. You ain't got me nothing, so
See?
I'm not.
See, look, you on that
I'm
guy
not gonna
side,
have nothing for you. You're not bringing nothing to me.
It's all good. It's all good. Facebook watching.
I mean,
Instagram watching.
I mean, okay, they watching you be broke and not be able to give me anything for Christmas.
They understand I'm down bad.
Okay. I can't wait to tell my homegirl this.
Tell her.
I can't wait to
tell her whatever you want.
I just can't believe it. Like, I just cannot.
You act like
believe. I mean, how long? When you should have lost your job like yesterday, right?
It's pretty difficult to put into words how disgusted I am, how depressed I am.
At this point, it's best to be on your own. struggling financially, rather than being with someone who wouldn't care or leave when things get hard.
And I'm not signing a prenup. Because what do you mean when they slide you a paper saying, okay, here's everything that comes with your marriage? You're going to be like, hold up, I don't want this part. I don't want her to have access to this. That part really doesn't work for me. Let's just go ahead and leave that part out. We're not going to include that. Yeah, so now sign this. No, you can keep it. We don't have to get married because it's going to be all or nothing over here.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
A woman not wanting to sign a prenup is not a problem, because in most cases, a prenup won't benefit a woman if she decides to leave the marriage. So I understand why she would not want to sign it. The problem occurs when you as a man decide to marry the woman that told you she's not signing a prenup. Because more than likely you allowed her to guilt trip you into getting married without her signing the prenup. She'll say something like, if you truly love me, you would not want me to sign a prenup.
Oh, hell no!
Or something like, don't you trust me? But jokes aside, prenups should be discussed first. If they agree, then good. If not, you leave early without wasting each other's time.
A prenup is just an insurance policy, just like car insurance. Most people don't wake up and say, I'm gonna crash my car into somebody else's car today. But you have it just in case you do get into an accident. If a woman says she doesn't want to sign the prenup, cool. Now the ball is back in your court. So any consequences you may suffer if you decide to move forward without her signing it, it's 100% on you.
That's what I'm talking about!
That's true. Then it's your responsibility as you are continuing. And without it, it's like having no insurance. No one wants that.
Is asking to sign a prenup considered insulting, and if so, why?
Yeah, because you got a preconception that the relationship's not going to be working from the off, I suppose.
If you really in love with somebody, you wouldn't care. You wouldn't worry if they're trying to take your money after you leave. So why do you need a prenup?
Really?
You trust that person. If it's true love, I believe that's why I'm not in love. Because if it's true love, all of those inhibitions go out the window.
You serious?
Putting your trust blindly can either work out in the best way, but also backfire because the person you divorce is no longer the person you were once married to.
My money's my money, and I mean, unless you're a broke boy, you wouldn't be offended by me asking you for a prenup.
Why wouldn't a woman be the first one to suggest a prenup to reassure her man she's not marrying him for his money?
Because she's marrying him for his money.
It's not insulting, but it is. I mean, nowadays we all know we're about to get divorced, so I mean that's what you're going to prepare from that from the beginning.
With the divorce rates only going up, a person needs to have insurance, and prenups should never be taken personally. Just make sure it's in the beginning. The sooner, the better.
I want to crash my ex-husband's housewarming party, even though I'm not invited.
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
So we've been divorced 2 years now. He just bought a house. My oldest earlier this week was like, Daddy's house party is on Saturday. I had no idea that was going on.
You guys do have kids, and that's why you're still connected?
Yeah, we have 2 kids, and, you know, we co-parent really well.
But why would you think you'd be invited to the housewarming party?
I saw this through a friend of mine on Facebook that there was this invitation for this housewarming party. Like, his mutual friends, his coworkers, basically everybody he's known from kindergarten to ex-girlfriends. Like, why am I not invited?
And it would just make things weird. Imagine inviting your ex-partner on your birthday. It would be embarrassing for you and the rest of the people there.
We're cool. I can go. He just probably forgot to invite me. Why hide it? If my kids are able to go, what? My spidey senses kind of clicked on, and something just doesn't seem right. I just kind of want to show up with a gift, make sure that the house is good for the kids, and, you know, just be friendly and cordial and not make a big deal out of it.
Relax.
Just like she said, the only thing that keeps them in each other's lives are their kids. So it should stay just that, and nothing more. It doesn't take a scientist to figure this one out.
I think after a divorce, it's fair to have a 50-50 split of assets.
No, that is ridiculous to me. Like, no.
Oh, I saw some eyebrows. I'm looking forward to these explanations.
I think what you bring into the marriage is what you should leave with. I think a prenuptial agreement should just always be a mandatory thing that you do, because like, how are you going to explain, say a guy and his family have like had a family-owned business and then he marries some girl and then they've got to halve that? I think that's ridiculous. I think you need to, unless that girl wants to like be a more submissive partner, but if most women aren't.
This right here is called common sense, and my faith in humanity was just restored. God bless this lady.
So I am newly separated, and it is not easy. Usually on this day, the 3rd, we would have a party, people over, but my life is very much entwined with his because I'm a transplant where we live, so I've basically been exiled. It's not funny. It's kind of sad, but this is hard. I'm doing okay, and I'm trying to like just be okay with it, and I know it's the right thing, but I'm sure there's other people that can relate, and if you're out there, like, just give me advice. I would appreciate it.
My advice would be to fight for one's marriage and not to leave for any minor reason, because that would only return in regret, and then it wouldn't matter.
What are you looking for in a man?
I'm looking for a loyal man that doesn't cheat on me, and also that gives me like princess treatment and is not what is this, asozial?
Antisocial.
Yes, antisocial. Who just loves me, and yes, I think loyalty is the number one. Yes.
Okay. You made some bad experiences with loyalty?
I haven't had a boyfriend yet, but I have like situationships, and they always like cheat on me. I don't know if it's called, if you can call it cheating, but yes.
At least she prioritizes loyalty and integrity. I hope she finds the loyal man she deserves.
Is it just me, but are women not being rewarded for literally breaking up their homes, causing chaos, stripping their kids away from a 2-parent household, and literally destabilizing the fathers in the process? Am I the only one that feels like this? Let me explain. Can someone explain to me how it's fair that women have the choice to leave their marriages, they plan ahead, they stack money, they lie, some of them even cheat, some of them make an exit plan for months and lie behind their husbands' backs for literal months, sometimes even years, or check out of a relationship. And then she's actually rewarded for it because now he has to pay her way and he essentially has to pay for 2 households based on her poor choice. How is that fair? And how is it in the best interest of the children if you're going to destabilize dad's house so much that he now has to pay for 2 households and he has to maintain her lifestyle? And what's crazy is that these men are so strapped for cash because the court systems are literally prioritizing the mother's household over the father's household, even if they have 50-50.
The problem with over-rewarding a divorce is that it encourages leaving instead of resolving things responsibly. And that's not an example we want to set for our children. Divorce should be reserved for situations like infidelity, abuse, or when staying puts someone in danger.
What's going on with all these people that decide to just like get married? Hey, here's my thing. You want to get married. But don't be duped into doing something that you don't want to do. Like, for example, if you got a lot of money and you meet somebody and they say, hey, you know, we've had such a great relationship, there's no need for you to sign a prenup. No, I'm gonna sign it. That should be doctored into the cake.
That's what I'm talking about. Even if a person isn't wealthy, a prenup is still necessary in case you have a house, business, or car.
Well, Dwight Howard, that poor man, married this girl, and 6 months later she's filing for divorce and wants half of everything. How does that work? That's a play. It is a play. Well, how are you enough to be able to fall into that trap? That's all I'm saying.
Especially with that scenario too, like you gotta know, like you gotta always have to like watch out, even if you trust this person, whatever it is. There could be like always like ulterior motives.
We shall never trust blindly, as you can never know the true intentions of someone until they reveal them.
Say, P, I just found something out today that's really mind-blowing. LA is a 50-50 state, right? Which means if you come home and catch your wife in the bed with another man and you divorce her for that, you still have to give her half your half.
I really hope sometime in the future, cheating partners walk away with nothing, because I can't even imagine being cheated on and still having to give half of everything.
So you saying, if I got 10 million and I catch you cheating and I divorce you, I gotta give you 5 million for getting smacked? Bruh, the law is so unfair for men, bro. Men get the worst punishment for making mistakes, bro. But a woman make a mistake, she was unhappy. She was emotional. But I gotta give you half my shit. I already want to get married, P. Like, I know this. Like, I'm not willing to bet she gon' not do no. And if you do, you get half my.
It's only a matter of time, and I hope and pray that one day being unloyal will only be rewarded with nothing. Well, guys, that was all for today. We'll be back soon.